excited. We have like, you guys, wow, Monte just dropped a huge ass gold bomb on us because Punta Cana was extended. So for those who did not qualify, wow, you are lucky. They have never done this in their 6 years of business. Like, I hope that you guys understand that they have never, ever, ever done this before, okay? Especially for a passport trip. This is the biggest trip out of every trip that they do every single year. And the fact that they extended it one more month, not even like a week, like they extended it all fucking month long. So we have to take full advantage of this. But I am just so excited. Me and Babs are going to be talking about market partner etiquette. But happy Tuesday. How are you guys feeling? If you guys can please turn your cameras on. I definitely, as you guys know, feed off of you guys' energy. So please be active in the chat. Please be responding to us. Have your cameras on if you can. But how are you guys feeling? How is your Tuesday going so far? Today I spent literally 6 hours in the fucking auto shop, getting new tires and getting my car inspected and aligned, and it was ridiculous. But I got a lot of work done there. So perks of being able to work wherever. But how is everyone doing? How are you guys feeling? Drop it in the chat. Smooth day, amazing, motivated, hype as fuck. I know Taylor Melby, Babs, and Bella Boo. Yeah, y'all are like about to shit yourself. Like, oh my god, this sale, you guys, is amazing. So good. Drop a 1 in the chat if you have either had a VIP reorder, if you placed it like a reorder, like one of your VIPs did, you got a new VIP, you got a reorder. Drop a 1 in the chat if you got your PV rolling and bowling. Awesome. Oh my god, wait, yes, guys, Taylor Melby qualified for Vegas, and it's literally, what is it? It's the 3rd day of the month, isn't it? Yeah. What the fuck? Like, this bitch is so good. Oh my god, I am so proud. But I know Babs wanted to kick it off. We have some things that we want to go over with market partner etiquette. So just how you can become the best market partner, utilize the fact that we have such a blessing, and just be the best market partner so you can see the best results. So I'm going to pass it over to Babs so she can kick it off. And then we're going to go into about 12 things that you need to like focus on to be the best market partner possible.
Guys, if I sound a little bit more hyped than usual, I'm sorry. We just dropped huge news and I think I'm like, my stomach, like I'm about to throw up. But so I'm really excited to share some info with you guys because I feel like this is something that's really very important. And it just gives you, etiquette, not only for your business, but even on the outside world that you can kind of, put with this. But the first thing that I'm going to be talking about, actually, before I get into this, guys, don't forget to take content, record being on these type of calls, because the more that you show people that you guys are on these calls, the better it is for you, because you're going to show, like, that's showing that you have a business. It's showing that you take your business seriously and that you're doing more than just selling products throughout the day. So I just wanted to throw that in there because I feel like a lot of times I haven't been tagged in a lot of videos and stuff from like meetings recently. So
that's like one thing that's super important, you guys, like tag your uplines, tag your sidelines, tag your business partners, because you guys, guess what? Like that gives you credibility and that gives your business partners credibility. Okay.
And you gain followers like that too, guys. Just, throwing that in there. But the first thing that I'm going to talk about is being consistent and organized. So the main thing that I want to talk about is just being consistent first, because especially with your team's potential calls and even your own potential calls, the moment that you even have a potential call, treat that as if that market partner is already yours. And let's just say, you do have people on your team. So even though you have the first MMB plus in line that's doing like all the potential calls and doing everything for you guys and checking in to see that everything's okay, you guys want to get comfortable and still stepping into that leadership and doing certain things without either one being told, being reminded, and you still just want to be making sure that you're showing up for not only yourself but for your girls. So for example, if you have a potential call or if one of your girls have a potential call, set an alarm and stick to it. If let's just say, okay, I'm going to use myself for an example. So if I have a potential call for one of my girls and I set an alarm and, you guys tell me like, hey, like I have a call at this time. I'm going to step in. I'm going to have like, I'm going to start off the conversation. I'm going to basically, ask them how they're doing, if they've watched the video, get information out of them. And basically the next thing that I'm going to do is just ask someone they can get on a call, hop on the call and take over. But there's things that you guys can still do in the process. So if it's for one of your girls that, or it's even for yourself, make sure that you guys are checking in saying like, hey, are you guys all set for the call? Making sure that they're still available. If you guys have to send in the code, most of the time, if you guys are in my downline, it's going to be the same Zoom code that I have. I'm working on upgrading, so bear with me, y'all, but it's still going to be the same code. So send it out to them, just check in with them. Try not to be late, because if you guys are already showing them that you're late for an interview, for an example, most people in interviews are like 15 minutes early. That's going to show them that, one, that they can show up late. Two, it's going to show them that, okay, well, she's not showing up for me, then I should, I can just show up on these calls whenever I want. So just taking the initiative and showing them that you take your business seriously before the potential call. So that when we do get them on the call, they'll be like, oh my God, okay, like this is great. Like now I see that this is something serious. And that's another reason why, I don't know if you guys do this, but I do all of my potential calls on Zoom. If for whatever reason I'm out and I just can't, because whatever, I just can't, I let them know. But I feel like whenever I do my calls on Zoom, people actually respect that so much more. If I ever have to get off a call and then just do it on Instagram, that's great too. But even just mentioning Zoom to them, I've noticed that works. Making sure that your cameras are on. If you guys, let's just take money out of the picture. If you guys were to have a Zoom call with any corporate job, I'm pretty sure you guys would still, I don't know if you guys have seen those memes where people literally dress like they have like a blazer and they look nice, but they have like pajama pants on their bottom. Y'all, if y'all have to do that, do it. Take your business seriously. Literally show up as if, even though you can show up like you're comfortable and still show that you're working from home, that's great to do. But just don't show up looking crazy. Like don't show up in the middle of like brushing your teeth, or, if you're doing stuff, okay, great. It's like, because there's perks to that, but just making sure that you guys are like, you look professional to an extent. Making sure that your cameras are on, especially if these are your girls, even though you're not talking, you still want to be present. Because at the end of the day, that's going to let them know that, okay, I'm not just respecting this person, I'm respecting every single person that's on this call.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you guys, something like with just being intentional on your own potential calls, your potentials are gonna like, I see this way too often, and that's why me and Babs are touching on this. Is like we see girls get on potential calls and literally don't say hi, don't introduce themselves, have their cameras off, and just expect their upline to do the talking, do the closing, do every. But baby, you're supposed to be learning from what we're doing, because how are you ever going to be able to do that for your team? Okay, so I need you guys to make sure that you're showing up intentional on your potential calls, making sure that you're taking mental notes or actually taking notes of what your upline is saying. So then once you get to that position, then you can host your own potential calls. You guys, I literally was hosting potential calls before I even hit MMP, because I was just taking the initiative. I was putting myself in the position. So yeah, it's so professional to do that, and it's so unprofessional if you guys have your cameras off, if you don't even introduce yourself, because that just like it really looks like you're just there for the money. Like, like you're here to change their life, you're here to really like help them, you're here to make them like a connection. So yeah, really like emphasize that. Get outside your comfort zone, take the notes. Even like, even if you want to tell your story, you guys, like even if you just joined, I joined because of X, Y, and Z. I want to be able to pay off my debt, I want to be able to eventually quit my job, and that's why I said yes. My mentor is going to like answer all your questions, but hey, I'm Anna, it's really nice to meet you, can't wait to work together. It's not that hard, and it's going to get you guys uncomfortable, which is going to be really good.
And even if you guys want to like step in and just want to take over the call, guys, by all means, just let your upline know, like, hey, like I want to start the call off. Like I want to greet them. I want to do most of the talking, and just jump in if you see that like I'm missing something. And that's, it kind of leads me to also like I know sometimes when we get on potential calls, because I know I used to do this when I first started, I would cut Anna off all of the time because I would get super excited and I would be like, you have to tell her this, you have to tell her that. So if for whatever reason, like you guys want something to be said, text me. Like if I'm in the call, I'll bring it up, or I can be like, go ahead, like you can say it, because a potential call should not be longer than 30 minutes, especially with the videos that we have. We've been getting better and better with like throughout the year. So there should only be like sometimes even 10 minutes. Like I'll get on, if they watch the video, I always ask them what their favorite part of the video is, or like if they have any questions, because most of the time people are going to BS. They're going to say that they watched the video, and then half the time they're like, can you like tell me again? And I'm like, bro, like you just watched the video. It literally dumbs it down. I think Anna's video even has the freaking packages
I'm so
on the top. So literally, like you can tell if people aren't going to show up and watch a video that explains the business, that's kind of already letting you know the type of person that you're going to have on your team. And you kind of know not to waste your time. Like you're going to be there for them, but it's just letting you know like what position or where they kind of stand out with you. So
can I add one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
So one more thing to just kind of sum this one up, but if the potential has no questions, if they're like, yeah, like I don't have any questions, like I watched the video, ask them questions. What was your favorite part about this opportunity? Did you like, what was your favorite way that we got paid? Are you excited to be able to earn free trips? Like what did you like best? Like what do you hope to get out of this opportunity? Like I need you guys to make sure if they're like, oh, I don't have any questions. Okay, great. I have questions for you. Because not only are you here to help them, you get to pick your business partner. So just like Bab said, like if they watch the video, great. Like let's make sure that they actually did. So let's really like ask them questions about it. So then obviously you can learn their pain points as well when they do start. But yeah.
And one more thing too, another something that we've also realized, guys, do not put people in chat if they don't know what the opportunity is about. They should have a general idea that this is an influencer job. I've been saying influencer / content creator because I honestly don't like to say influencer unless you're influencing something other than money, because that's just, I don't like to use that. And I've now been using it a little bit more because I've been breaking out of my comfort zone to talk about other things and get vulnerable and try to, be inspirational in other ways. But I've been saying content creator, and that's when I just give them a little taste, like, oh, I decided to do this because I'm a dancer and I got hurt, and I give them like a short version, and then I send them the video. They should have an idea. They should really just have questions on what it is that we're doing so that we can send them the video and then, get on with it. But don't be afraid to like even have conversations throughout the group chat as well, because that's going to break the ice too. And if you can connect more in that conversation, it's going to be easier to get them on a call, because a lot of people think that the moment you put them in a chat, it's a scam. And that's why either they just go ghost, they don't respond, and it becomes a hassle. But the next thing that I'm going to be going over is networking every single day, no matter what. So I know that sometimes Anna and we always send out to-do lists. If for whatever reason we do not do this, you guys should have a general idea what to do throughout the day. Not all of us have the same schedule. So for me, my to-do list is a little bit different than other people. I'll send my to-do list out anyway, and you guys can always modify it or just add on to it and do whatever you can from that to-do list. Let's say the worst thing is that you don't do nothing. Doing 2 things out of that to-do list is better than none. So just making sure like you're understanding, because at the end of the day, not everyone has the money. And like for me, like I didn't have the money when I started, but I was in a situation where at least someone was able to loan me the money, and I needed to make it happen. So you have to understand that not everyone's going to do whatever it takes to start the business, and that's okay. So if they say, look, I'm gonna get back to you with this day, that's another thing with stepping into leadership, where you should definitely put it in your agenda, set an alarm to remind yourself that basically, to follow up with them. If you guys aren't following up with them, they're going to be like, okay, well, she's not taking her business seriously. She doesn't really care about this. So why am I going to reach out? So making sure you guys are staying consistent with literally the follow-ups, the reaching out, with literally everything. If you guys don't have the spreadsheets that, we sent out, I think about a year ago, I can send it to the Empire Energy chat, but it's basically a spreadsheet that I believe Corinne and Anna made last year. And it keeps track of literally everything. I even said, I'm like so OCD that I separated to the point where I'm like male potential VIPs, female potential VIPs, male potential MPs, like literally to a T. I even have something for my girls and their training. So And if I don't do that, like I will literally drive myself nuts. Like I am the type of person, like I love technology and have everything on my phone, but I am someone too that loses my phone and gets it stolen a lot. So for me, I have to have a planner. I have to have something where I can literally go to if anything happens. That's why like I will have literally like 30 different alarms if I have to, because I'd rather have that and then still have everything on my notebook. Like I'll either plan the day before or I'll plan in the morning just to make sure that I have everything done, because there's been so many situations where I'm like, I'll follow up with her. And then I honestly forget, and it's someone that really wants to sign up. And then when I finally do sign up, or I follow up with them to sign them up, they're like, girl, I already signed up under this person. And I'm like, I can't even get mad because that was my own fault. And that's happened to me twice already. And I learned my lesson. So that's why I'm like so anal with the little things that like with this stuff, because if I'm not organized, it's going to drive me nuts. And I'm doing so much right now that if I'm not organized with my personal life and my business and time blocking, literally even having to go to the bathroom, I am going to lose my mind. So just making sure that you have everything organized.
Something I want to add to that is like with the momentum of just like the conversations with closing and everything, you guys, who wants to talk to somebody who is responding to them every day or so, every 2 days, checking up on them once a week? Absolutely not. You want to keep that ball of energy, momentum, excitement rolling 24/7. That's why I don't understand when people are like, yeah, I like follow up with people in like 2 days after I send them the video. Baby, their excitement's gone out the door. Like they haven't watched the video, they completely forgot about you and like in the DMs. Like you have to make sure that you continue to keep that ball rolling all the time, whether it's VIP, whether it's market partner, whether it's even your newest like market partner. Like you have to keep that ball rolling, so you have to be on top of responding, on top of that excitement, on top of that follow-ups 24/7.
Yep, literally. And then the next thing is, you guys are probably tired of hearing this, but guess what? You guys are going to be hearing this until even after STD. Do not allow no's to stop you at all. And this, I actually love taking this personally, because as a dancer, guys, we hear no a lot, like back to back. So I feel like this, my dance life kind of like prepped me for Money, because at the end of the day, like, you're always going to hear no, regardless if it's business or just regardless of what I do. I always hear no. And every time I hear no, I have another opportunity that gets me closer to what it is that I want to do. So a no just means not right now. Okay. And you guys really have to get comfortable with hearing no. So the only time you should be upset with hearing a no is if you only hear one no a day. If you're not getting more than 10, if you're not getting more no's, like more than 20, then that means you're not networking enough, because half of the time a no means not right now, maybe later. Guys, I have had VIPs, potential MPs that tell me, girl, I don't, and this is, mind you, this is like my actual friends that have told me, I don't support my Nate, girl, you're crazy. It makes your hair fall out. Don't even bother me. And then months later, they're knocking on my DMs like, hey, like, is the opportunity still there? Like, I've seen that you're using the products and I'm actually interested. And they always come back around. That's why if you guys like, let's say you're down for whatever reason, guys, this is when the discipline comes in. Like if you're down and you feel like it's bothering you, you better go ahead, get whatever motivational book, podcast that you need, and you still have to network. You still have to post the content, because if you're letting that affect you and you just stop posting for a day, they're not going to believe that you like the products, that you really like what you do, that you're not growing. And you guys have to understand that we have to show every single thing about the opportunity and why it's beneficial and why we love what we do and how it helps us, and literally track our journey. Get vulnerable. If you feel like you don't know what to talk about, guys, I have literally started lives and been like, so I'm gonna let you guys know, I don't know what to say, but I'm here literally just to show my face and answer questions, talk to you. And then half of the time on a live, conversations like are randomly brought up, and it just helps me. So even if you have to go live with someone, go live with someone. Just do it. And even if you have like 0 people, save it, because at the end of the day, I didn't want to go live, and my live actually ended up getting someone signed up. So I think that people actually rather watch my live now than my potential video, to be honest. So get comfortable. And even with your lives, you can eventually put that into your potential videos. So just making sure that you guys are being genuine. And that's another reason why you want to use the products. But we have 3 lines. Let's say you don't want to use a hair care, use it and find your niche. Like everyone knows that I'm into fitness and I dance. What do I use? I use all the products, but my main thing is the wellness. I always post a prebiotic. I always post a probiotic. I always post the balance. I post the total greens. Literally, I'm always talking about the wellness, because that connects, like that resonates more with what I do and my like my fitness life. If you guys are into hair, if you guys are into skincare, makeup, y'all better be making reels with the vanishing makeup bomb. I have to still do that because it's just, it is what it is, because I hate using makeup, and that's honestly one of the reasons why I want to make a reel. Because guys, when I tell you I can literally clean my face and remove my makeup in less than 5 minutes, it's crazy, because it literally melts it off of your face like butter. Like I've literally done it like on camera where you can see the red, like a bright ass color, and it just literally melts it right off. And I think I'm going to make a reel like that, like, I don't know, maybe this weekend, but that's going to get people to understand like every single product really does work. So yeah, red lipstick, that I think I did like purple before, and you can literally go like this and it will take it right off. And people want to see that, especially me. Like, I feel like this is the girliest that I've ever been, and it's because of this business. Because guys, I've never wear makeup. I hate it. And that's one of the reasons, because it takes me like 20 years to remove my makeup. And I'm like, I literally do my makeup for 3 hours, have to remove it for 3 hours, and that's literally half of my day. And I don't got time for that. So that's literally why I'm like, that's something that I can connect with. So just find a product that you can like resonate with and push it to the max. I'm all over the place, but actually, yeah, no, I think I was going to talk about plugging into the community. Oh, yeah. So that's something that I'm going to talk into a little bit if Anna wants to go over that. But y'all, there is a reason why we say to be active in the chats. We're not saying that to be annoying. At the end of the day, y'all, you guys right now, some of y'all have 2 to 3 chats. The higher you go in promotions, y'all are going to be in like damn near like 7 to 8 chats. You're going to be in like a whole bunch of leader chats. And you guys, we're kind of prepping you guys now, because at the end of the day, if you guys, I have to set alarms. I feel like even for if I could set alarms for my chats to check on them, I would. But I'm at the point where now you guys have the iPhone. There's an update. Keep all of your main chats. If they're on iMessage, keep them at the top. I always have my training chats on there for my new MPs, my leaders chat, my downline chat, guys, it's so organized. And I love the new update that it did that for me, because I can literally just go and respond to everything. I know Telegram can be a pain in the ass. If you guys are the type of people that had this muted, you are doing yourself a huge disadvantage, because 1, you're not going to be getting on calls. 2, you're going to be missing stuff that's on the calls, and then going to your upline like, hey, I wasn't on the call. Can you repeat everything? And guys, time is money. You're wasting not only your time, but your upline's time. If you can get on these calls, if it is recorded, please make sure to go back and watch the recordings. I still watch recordings from years ago that are on the Facebook pages just to refresh my memory.
Absolutely.
But just making sure you're taking advantage of the community, guys, because if you had to do this by yourselves, it's you really don't know what you have until it's gone. And I feel like you guys we are kind of spoiled at the end of the day, because we do have all these team calls. We have training that are not mandatory. So we need to take advantage of that, because guys, I am going to a Cross Lines wedding this month, y'all. Ashley is getting freaking married, and she has nothing to do with my downline. I literally met her because I was active in the chats. That whole team, last year, guys, when I tell you, I was literally so broken before I started this business. This is the main thing that helped me with my growth, is the community. This is not like any other, girl gang, I guess you can say. This is really a family, and we really push that, because you guys have to get vulnerable and comfortable with trusting each other and using each other, because if not, then who are you going to be able to rely on? And this is literally how you make it to the top. If you have someone that hey, you're going for MMB, girl, let's be each other's accountability buddy. Partner up with someone that you think you can work well with, and literally run to the top with them. And you don't even have to, if you want to host a call, y'all, partner up, do a call, do stuff that's going to make you push you past your comfort zone, whether it's in your team or not. Reach out to a sideline, do whatever it is that you have to do that's going to help you get to that point. Oh, I need some water. Okay, Anna, do you need to say anything?
Absolutely, yes. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is you guys just show up. No matter what it is, show up. You need to show up to the calls. If you can't show up to the call, get the recording. If you can't post content, ask for content. You have to show up on your story, in the chats, to calls, utilizing your resources every single day. Okay, because I promise you, the reason that I triple promoted my first month, the reason that I literally saw the vision so quickly, the reason that I hit the ground running since day 1, is because I utilized every single resource that I could. I was on every single call that I could. I was talking in every single chat all the time. Okay, so show up to every call that you possibly can. And something that we're doing different as a team, every call is going to be recorded. Every single call. If you haven't noticed, every call has been recorded and sent out. So if you guys ever need to go like see our recordings, literally look me up on YouTube. You can find everything there. All right. So I'm working off also on making everything go on our IGTVs, but it's a little tedious just because they're like hour-long calls. But as of right now, you guys just utilize all of the resources and show up. The next thing to make you such a successful market partner is do the training. Do the damn training. I'm sure some of you guys half-assed through your day 1 through 5. I'm sure some of you maybe did Market Partner Academy, maybe did some of the PowerPoint, maybe did your 100s list. But baby, I promise you, if you actually intentionally do the training, you are going to see so much success. And even further from that, you guys, I've been in this for 3.5+ years. And today I looked up, I'm really into the guy who wrote Poor Dad, Rich Dad, or Rich Dad, Poor Dad, whatever way it goes. But it is, he is amazing, like amazing. I sent you guys a video that I watched today because it literally resonates so much with what we do. And I learned so much. And it was a 12-minute YouTube video, you guys, 12 minutes. And I learned so much. I was like, holy shit, I'm literally taking notes and I'm going to make a reel on network marketing because this multi-millionaire is sitting here telling me that the 21st century business model is network marketing. Why would I not post a reel about that? You know? So, you guys, even outside of the Market Partner Academy, even outside of our training, I need you guys to always go out of your way to learn something every single day. Grow your mind every single day. Learn something new about the products. Learn something new about this industry. Learn about the gratitude about Monat. Like, you guys, there's so much to learn about this company in order to get plugged in order to feel passionate, okay? So that's my next thing. Passion is what's going to get you places. Okay. It's passion. When I talk about money, when I'm talking to my new girls, when I'm talking to my leaders, you guys, I literally bleed out passion. I just pour out passion because I freaking love this business. I love this team. I love this product. And so passion is where you need to find the passion within this business. So what is that? How are you going to do that? You're going to plug yourself into this team. You're going to find accountability buddies. That is so important. You guys, I promise you, you can't do this alone. So don't even try. Go find that one person who's going for MMP. Go find that person who's going for MMB. Find that person who's going for MM and lock arms and run together. Because you guys, that's exactly what I did every single rank that I hit. Okay. So the next thing that I want you guys to make sure that you focus on every single day is communication. In order to be a great market partner, you have to be excellent at communicating. Whether you are part-time, full-time, either you're a walker, jogger, sprinter, I don't like communication is going to be so key. Because guess what? If you work another job, baby, communicate. All right. I'm going to be, hey, Anna, like I'm going to be clocked in from 1 to 8. So I'm not going to be able to answer any messages. So if you see any of my potentials, answer in some chats. Like, can you just keep on the lookout? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, I'm not going to be here. I have a really busy day today. So can you take over my team for today and just kind of help me out? Give these people a call. Absolutely. You guys, it is so important to communicate. And especially if you want to get plugged in with this community, start communicating in the chats. Like I'm loving this new revamp that we have done because it is so much energy in this chat. I literally love it so much. But before I move on, I just want to make sure I still have everyone's attention. So drop a 111 in the chat if you are still with me, if you are still intentional, if you are still here and tuned, if you are absorbing this information. Okay, awesome. I just have to give you guys a little quick check. The next thing, I know some of you guys might think personal development is like silly, or you might not need it, or you might not know really where to start off with personal development. Okay, so I'm sure that you guys have heard me say this book 1,000 million times, but The Power of Now by I don't even remember his name, but The Power of Now. That is literally the book that started my self journey. I promise you. If you can afford it, even if you can't, literally. Oh yeah, see right there. Bads has it. What is his name? Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle. Yeah. All right, you guys, get that book. That is literally what started my personal journey. But there's so many things that you can do for your personal development. Personal development should never be something that you put aside. It should always be something that you make a priority. Okay. Something that I love to say is, how can you pour into people? How can you pour into a business? How can you pour into building something if you're empty yourself? I literally was on the phone with Ashley today and I was like, Ash, like, I literally was in the auto shop for 6 hours and I was like, Ash, like, I need to go pour into myself. So baby, I'm getting off the phone. I need to recharge really quick. You guys, I poured myself a glass of wine. I heated up some microwave meal and got some M&Ms and put on those 2 videos of the Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I just learned and I listened, and you guys, I felt so much better after that, and I was just like on top, like I was like, let's go, let's go. You always have to make sure that you're pouring into yourself because you can never pour out of an empty cup. Oh my god, yes, that's the book, Taylor got it. Look, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous because I need to go get it. I'm gonna go to get that tomorrow. But personal development, do not sway away from it. I promise you, it's going to make you stronger minded. It's going to make you a stronger person. It's going to help you not only in this business, but in life in general. So I just want to really implement with you guys the non-negotiables every single day. To be a good market partner, to be a intentional market partner, to be a successful market partner, you have to every single day, non-negotiable, network, post content, follow up, and show up to calls, the chats, to your upline, and that's it. Oh, and do your personal development. Okay. That was like literally 5 things. If you do those 5 things every single day, I promise you, you will see success in this business. And a lot of people don't understand how personal development and this business go hand in hand. Do you guys understand? If you believe that you can, and if you believe that you can't, you're right. Okay. So if I tell myself I can't do this, then I'm never going to be able to do it. But if I tell myself I can do this, then I will be able to do it. You have to train your mind to literally create your reality. Okay. And I'm sure some of you are like, Anna, what the hell? Create your own reality from your mind. Yeah, baby. Yes. I would not be driving my Cadillac if it wasn't for my mindset. I would not be earning now 3 trips for free if it wasn't for my mindset. I would not be hitting director this month if it wasn't for my mindset. Your mindset is going to determine your success because you have to ensure that you are good up here so then you can be good here. All right. So, one more thing that I want to go over, in order to be a good market partner, in order to be a great market partner, you need to make sure that you stay on top of your customers. Your customers is the bread and butter of this business. You need to make sure that you know when their flex are coming up. You're messaging them and keeping up saying, hey, like, how are you doing with your regimen? Is there anything that you want to add to your thing to maybe help speed up your transformation? You guys should always be talking about the oil with every single person that you sign up as a VIP. That should be a non-negotiable, that every single VIP gets that at some point in their hair journey. Making these good connections and these genuine friendships with your customers is going to pay off so much. So something that I was talking to the leaders about is, like, you guys, something that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to get so many customers. Like, that's all I'm focused on, is getting so many customers. I know that my customers are going to fall in love with the products, and then I'm going to help them upgrade their business. So when they do start their business, they love the product, they're familiar with the product, and they're ready to go. They're not going to be like, oh, it's a scam, oh, I don't, it makes your hair fall out. They're already going to know the products are the shit. So then they're going to be strong quality market partners. So that's personally what I'm doing. I'm focused on getting a shit ton of customers that then transform into my strongest legs in a couple of months. One thing that you want to do with your customers is actually build a friendship. Like, you want to treat them as if they're a market partner. Keep them plugged into this business. Keep them plugged into our gratitude program. If we have motivational calls, you guys, post them on your story, and I promise you that your VIPs are going to see them, and they're going to be like, hey, baby, let me get on. I have a girl that lives in Raleigh, and I'm in Raleigh right now. And she is a VIP of mine. She signed up last month and we're literally going out to lunch. We're going to go get lunch cuz she's my friend. Like, and you know what? She without even me asking her or bringing it up, she started talking to me about, yeah, maybe I want to do the business. I mean, I really like the products. I see you all the time on your story, on these calls. She wants this community. I've created that FOMO within her. Okay. So I'm excited to see you become the best market partner possible. I'm excited to see you guys become the best mentor that you can be, the best mentee that you can be. And I'm ready to see you guys flourish. Okay. So I'm going to open up for questions.